This may sound brutal to you. There have been many experiments where certain things were done. Those people came back again and again together. It was done with a certain purpose. They were tied up in a different way.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. Is it possible to experience the energy of someone dear to us who is no more?
So your relationships with people are either of the body or mind, a little bit of emotion, or a combination of these three. Isn't it? Isn't it so? All the relationships that you hold in your life, however dear they are to you, however close you think they are to you, you either know them in their mind a little bit, or you know them in your emotions, or maybe body. So these are the only three ways you know this person. Yes? All those three things, he is left here and gone. So you have no business with him. You got nothing to do with him. People are always trying to talk to their grandfathers, mediums, this, that. And I know for a long time they've been advertising that when you die, you will go and meet your family up there in heaven. You know, the people have been saying this to you. This is the most horrible thing to tell people, is that when you die in heaven, your whole family is waiting for you to receive you there. That's the reason why people are doing all kinds of things to see that they don't go to heaven. See, now this may sound brutal to you, but I want you to look at life the way it is. You want to be in Wonderland? It's up to you. You want to live in, you want to live like Alice? That's up to you. But you want to know reality, because if you want to transcend, you must know reality the way it is. Otherwise, how will you transcend? If you do not face reality just the way it is, the question of going beyond that doesn't arise at all in your life, isn't it? See it clearly. Take the dearest person in your life and please examine it carefully. What is it that you know about this person? Maybe you explored their body a little bit, not all of it, just a little bit. Maybe you know their mind a little bit, not at all of it. Maybe you know their emotions to some extent. Beyond this, what do you know about this person? Anything? Nothing at all, isn't it? So that's how deep you're able to go with a person. Physical body, mind, emotion. All these three things are dropping when he dies. So once he dies, he's not your business anymore. He's got nothing to do with you, nor does he wants to have anything to do with you. Only if the relationship has transcended the limitations of mind, emotion and body, only then those relationships are connected. There have been many experiments where certain things were done to see that two people came over again and again together, repeatedly. This was done with a certain purpose, not just for fancy, not for emotion. It was done with a certain purpose to fulfill certain things. So those people came back again and again together. But that was done and they were tied up in a different way, not on the emotional level or psychological or physical level, in a completely different way. Unless something else has been touched, you have nothing to do with this person once the body drops, because everything is just there. Conscious mind and the body drops means you lost contact with that person. See, Somebody gets Alzheimer's and he doesn't know who is his wife or his child or anything anymore. Isn't it just because the mind is gone? Isn't it so? The body has its own memory, it could recognize a little bit, but still not much. Just because the mind is gone, they don't even recognize you anymore, it's over. And with death, do you think they'll recognize you? Please look at it sincerely, rather than just fooling yourself. So, your involvement with people is just this much: physical, mental, emotional. Those things have no relevance once somebody has left his body. So your business with them is over. You know, Jesus said, leave the dead to the dead. Looks absolutely brutal and arrogant, isn't it? Somebody says, my father is dead, I want to bury him and come. The man says, leave the dead to the dead. Does he look like the gentle person that you're talking about? Does he look like that? See, now you just lost your father. You go and ask with great emotion, Master, I want to bury my father and come. Just leave the dead to the dead, you come with me. This doesn't look like a gentle human being, isn't it? But somebody who's in touch with reality. He knows what to be done, what not to be done, that's all. So, when people die, what can we do? Now, what can we do? Is it about you or them? If it's about you, there is one thing to do. It's about them, there's another thing to do. We can do something for them also within a certain span of time if they have died in a particular way. About yourself, when somebody is gone, somebody who is very dear to you is gone, naturally this happens to you, but people take it to the extreme. When somebody dear to you dies, whatever the tender moments that you have known with that person come back to you and feel, oh, how it was. Otherwise, some moments come back and say, oh, I should have done this, but I treated him like this, I deceived him, I did this, I did that, No, somebody is dead. When somebody is dead, if you can enhance your life with this death, that's beautiful. Just because when somebody is dead, the situation has become intense in a certain way. Because a sudden dislocation of anything creates an intense situation for you, isn't it? Those are wonderful moments. Those are moments that you must make use of for your growth. So this is the time to bring gentleness, tenderness, and also seeing your own impermanence